one day. Sit back, just listen and think. One day.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Wit Ras, and I'm back with another episode of Thoughtz with Ras. And on this episode of Thoughtz with Ras, I'm going to be talking about Karmelo Anthony sentenced to 35 years in prison, but he filed for appeal. Now, for those that don't know, Karmelo Anthony, I believe sometime last year, he got in an incident with a white boy, Metcalf, something like that. They were playing. They were like on a football team or some shit like that. And then Metcalf, this nigga was known for like bullying. Him and his brother, they were known for like bullying kids. So they started first with Karmelo Anthony, who's black. And what happened was Karmelo Anthony warned them that, you know, that they touch him, that it ain't gonna end well for them. And, you know, they didn't listen, and then they put hands on him, and then he did what he had to do, and he stabbed the kid Metcalf. So basically, this was definitely a racial case. So I'm just giving you like the little backstory on it. And I previously covered this topic in episode 13 and of Thoughtz with Ras. You feel me? So y'all could go back and check that. I'll put the link in the description and like the articles and shit to the story and shit like that. So basically, I'm just shocked. Like, so his trial had just happened a couple days ago, and he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? And I'm shocked at how many years he got. You know what I'm saying? Because his life was just starting, or was starting. You know what I mean? It was supposed to start. So, my thoughts on this whole shit, yo, is like, the fix was in. And it's in, you know what I'm saying? And he was basically fucked from the start, just as I thought, as I said in episode 13. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the exact details or seen actual video footage of the incident, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know like what to believe without having the facts, you know, if I didn't see it firsthand. But witnesses stated that Metcalf started it, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, Anthony was just reacting in self-defense, you feel me? Like, maybe he didn't have to stab the kid, maybe they could have just scrapped it out. But Anthony's probably maybe like $150 soaking wet, and them two white boys, them niggas was like over 6 feet, probably 200 and something pounds. They would have washed Karmelo Anthony, yo, like real talk. So you know what I mean? So it just is a tragedy just how this whole thing turned out. And it could have been avoided maybe if like an adult would have stepped in and then been like, you know, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? Like, if they wouldn't intervene, maybe this whole incident could have been prevented. You know what I'm saying? But Karmelo Anthony probably didn't think he would kill him though, you know what I mean? So like, that's the crazy shit. And in my opinion, you know, the system just railroaded that young brother. You know, they with an all-white jury, like, come on, like, it was supposed to be like 3 black jurors, but they got dropped somehow. So this shit was just fixed from the start, you know what I'm saying? And then I also heard from a video I watched, the FBA revolt. So those that's FBA that's following me, you should go check out this brother's channel. He's very knowledgeable, and he always gives updates on black news and shit like that. So also the warden at the prison he's at, it's a Metcalf who's the warden at the prison, which is crazy. So they somehow must have connections or some shit. So they had this whole thing fixed, yo. So it is crazy how life turns out, how life works. You know what I'm saying? But like, hopefully the brothers that's there put him on game and shit, so he doesn't get like hurt or nothing bad happens to him. You feel me? So like, but on the real, I'm surprised that he didn't get like 50+ years or even the death penalty. You know what I mean? And this was clearly a race case. You know what I mean? And we all know, right? If this was the other way around, and a white kid stabbed a black kid, that white kid would have got off, and it would have been swept under the rug, and that white kid would have got praise and high regard for protecting himself against like a black dog. We already know how that story goes. So lastly on this case is Karmelo Anthony's defense filed an appeal, I believe, yesterday or something. I think today. I forgot what day it was, but it's in the article and shit. Y'all can read that in the description. And like, they're just waiting to see what happens. So there's still hope that, he might could get his sentence lessened, or like, or maybe even get off, hopefully. But 35 years for something like that, for self-defense, that's nasty work right there, yo. You feel me? Like, they were trying to make an example out of that brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, it's not the first time this type of shit is happening. So like, it's just his welcome to like America type of, with the 3Ks. That's just his welcoming, and to this fucked up system that it's not meant for us black people, you know what I'm saying? Especially foundational black Americans, you know what I'm saying? So like, in my opinion, it ain't no justice for black people. It's just us. You feel me? So on that note, one.